Okay, I just pulled these out of the oven. They've been in there about 4 minutes at 350 degrees, and we're gonna see if we're getting closer. So I've got my probe thermometer. I'm gonna turn my pork chop to go. So I'm going through this side into the middle here. Let me see if I can go closer to you guys. So I'm gonna go in from the side here, not from the big side. I'm going in from the narrow side in the center of that. What's the middle of that? And I'm gonna go in far enough so that the thermometer would stop right in the middle of the pork chop there. So I'm going in like that. There we go. So the digital ones take the temperature almost instantly. This one's done. It's now at actually 160, so I could have taken it out in 2 minutes. And that might just be that spot. Let's see this. Oh, 148. That's perfect. Ready to come out. So you've got to make sure you are really truly in the center. And the smaller one would be cooked a little bit higher than that, which my mother likes. I'm cooking for her tonight, so this is her kitchen. So it's okay if it's a little bit. Yep, this one's 10 degrees hotter, so it's at 155. It's going to come out. The skinny one will be hers, and the thicker one that's at 145 will be mine. All right, so I'm going to add that butter to the pan. At this point, you need to be super careful. The handle of the frying pan is going to be red hot, so you can't touch it with your bare hand. You need to use the oven mitt at that point. I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter to my pan and another tablespoon. All right, this is totally optional. You don't need to do this, but it's going to make like a pan sauce. If you had any fresh thyme or rosemary you like, you could add a little bit of the sprig of that to it at this point too, or a crushed clove of garlic. I'm just going to stir that around and just roll the pork chop in it. So it's like a butter glaze. This is more of like a celebratory meal than a weeknight, any day kind of meal, especially with this step. So just turning them over. My burner's not on, they just came out of the oven and they're done being cooked at this point. So I'm going to take them over to the cutting board and then I'll let them rest. I'm going to remove them from the pan, put them on the cutting board, cover them with a sheet of foil, and let them rest for 5 minutes before we actually eat.